pendamping belum komplit ya. Ini yang dia sudah Belanda.
Difficult names.
Kingdom of Netherlands. The guests welcome to City Hall. And to apologize on behalf of the governor. Governor like to control directly around the Jakarta. That's why I am in Groby. When the guests come, the meeting, he sends regard for the associate visitor. Okay. Also, thank you for the grant for the reading small and medium scale from the Kingdom of Netherlands to our public books. It's very helpful and useful to clean our river, especially the medium size. We have to learn many about like how to say water today. Border. Yeah. We have the same with the Netherlands. We want to learn, we hope we could get many opportunity to learn and go together. Maybe the technology, we also allocate some of budget to purchase many dredgers to maintenance our river. We have a 60 river, 13 is the main. This is what we want to talk this afternoon. So maybe since he is the general.
Thank you for your hospitality to receiving us and the delegation. We met the Dutch Minister of Foreign Affairs in February this year. Yes, you remember perhaps. And I think I underline the same message that for the Dutch it's very important to have good bilateral relations with Indonesia, but not only on the national level, but also on a regional and local level. City-to-city relationships are an important part of the relationship between the Netherlands and Indonesia. And I will invite the representative of Rotterdam to say something about the relations later on between Jakarta and Rotterdam with Kendall, and I will tomorrow and better impressions of your problems and your solutions in the coastal defense.
Atau perwakilan dari kota Rotterdam untuk mengatakan sesuatu, namun dapat saya
the Netherlands. And DKI Jakarta is one of the is a partner in the MOU. So I met yesterday and before with some people. The aim of my visit is also to strengthen our relationships and to have a better view of the challenges in partnership between the national government of both countries, but also of the possibilities of cooperation between DKI Jakarta and the Netherlands.
Oleh karena itu kunjungan-kunjungan tersebut akan sedikit banyak memberikan gambaran kepada saya akan berbagai program yang dilakukan oleh DKI Jakarta sebagai solusi untuk mengatasi permasalahan yang dihadapinya. Kunjungan saya ke Jakarta dalam rangka berbagai kerjasama dari berbagai kementerian yang ada di Belanda dan DKI Jakarta termasuk sebagai salah satu di dalamnya.
The MOU, the Memorandum of Understanding, signed in July 2012 between the Netherlands and different parties in Indonesia. Your DKI Jakarta is involved in that, and I'd like to express my appreciation of the good results we already booked in the cooperation under the MOU. Yesterday and the day before, we saw and wrapped up the first results of the different projects, and I think we have made a good framework for the new project we bring in the MOU and Memorandum of Understanding.
Ada satu MOU yang ditandatangani pada bulan Juli tahun yang lalu, di mana DKI juga termasuk di dalamnya.
And I can inform you that Major Abu Talib of Rotterdam will visit, I think, in September, Jakarta, and will elaborate more on the relationships between Rotterdam and DKI Jakarta.
Wali Kota Rotterdam, Pak Abu Talib akan berkunjung ke Jakarta pada bulan September tahun ini.
This morning, early in the morning, we had a wrap-up of the different project teams of the NCICD, and I think it is good to underline the NCICD is an Indonesian and Jakarta project, and the support of the Netherlands, the specialist, is on your questions to find different answers to support a good solution for the coastal problems. And
tadi pagi kami melakukan wrap up daripada satu program yang diberi nama NCICD yang merupakan di mana didukung oleh Belanda dan program ini merupakan salah satu program untuk memberikan solusi terhadap permasalahan-permasalahan yang ada.
The National Capital Integrated Coastal Development Project has now active organizational and authority infrastructure. I've seen the results since January till now. And some questions I will, or some problems, or some few I will ask your attention for. I understand it needs an integrative approach.
Mulai dari awal tahun ini, akan tetapi ada beberapa hal yang mungkin dapat saya sampaikan di sini.
It's a huge project. In regards to water safety, safety measures, seawall, sanitation, water supply, and so on, pump capacity. This alone is a big challenge, and many things need to be done, and it's important to keep all stakeholders on target and on board. And this morning, I had the impression it is a big challenge to keep them on board.
Program ini merupakan satu program yang amat sangat besar, di mana ada safety, ada aspek-aspek lainnya yang mana saya pikir berbagai pihak pemangku kepentingan harus terlibat di dalamnya.
Not only the public sector, but also the private sector. Not only organizations, but also the general public is highly interested in the project, and all the authorities ask for speed up the project to make a decision possible in September of this year. So continuity, quality and good organization is needed. I think will be a successful project.
Yang saya lihat berbagai pemangku kepentingan amat sangat tertarik terhadap proyek ini, baik dari sektor publik maupun daripada sektor swasta. Mereka amat sangat terlibat dan ini yang memang seharusnya terjadi.
And I would thank you for your support, for your staff support, for the adequate office space. In all my talks with colleagues of different ministry, I asked for dedicated capacity because when there is dedicated capacity on the side of the Dutch people, it is needed for a successful project to have dedicated support and technical knowledge of on the Indonesian side, I think. That's why seawall solution is an important part of the project, but at the same time it's needed to follow an integrated approach, 3-step stages, 3 lines of defense and development. It includes architecture to water supply, sanitation, and a reservoir in the bay. In this case, if you have the opportunity to you or the government to visit in November, in the first week of November, the Netherlands, it's the Dutch Water Week, you can not only give an impression of what is talking about this project in the Netherlands, but also they can give you examples of this kind of sea defense. You have the same, you have the name Afsluitdijk, you have the same 32 kilometers of dike included with inland defense and examples of not only a dike, but also that's not very well protected elements of the Dutch coast in combination with a new spatial planning. And if you have the opportunity or you
I will tell Mr. Duffy.
okay.
I think we have good.
You can see the practice in the Netherlands.
Ya, ini saya mengaturkan undangan saya kepada Pak Wakil Gubernur ataupun kepada Pak Gubernur untuk mengunjungi Belanda di bulan November tahun ini, di mana pada saat itu akan diselenggarakan Dutch Water Week, yang mana Pak Wagub dapat memperlihatkan proyek ini dan juga dapat melihat berbagai proyek serupa yang ada di Belanda.
You know, there is a link created between this project and the metropolitan priority areas, and one of the topics discussed there is how to combine investment in infrastructure and development of areas for the coast of Jakarta. This morning we had a small debate on what could PPP do or what it couldn't do, and I think it's needed a lot of debate still to find good solution. I'm interested in your opinion. How do you manage that and what choices you will make? Jakarta is participating in the MOU, and I think it is important to think about what will be the follow-up of the MOU in 2015. We work on projects now in 2013, 2014. I'm interested in your vision and opinion. What will be the possibility of participating, the objective of Jakarta in period of partnership after 2050 between the people of Rotterdam can say some words on the cooperation between Rotterdam and Jakarta.
Frankly speaking, when we talk about the giant seawall, this project, we just talk about there's many problems we have to face about this project. Because when you cross this, all our sea become a big lake, fresh water. And in our west side, we have a fish industry from the central government of 300 hectares. They have an employee, 43,000 employees. 65% export of the fishery industry from Indonesia, from that place. And almost 5,000 fishermen ship landing to this port each day. And that's why they occupied the border water fluid. They occupied this. 17 people, illegal people, 7,000 illegal houses. Now we have already cleaned the west side in water fluid, but to make the normalization of this. That's why now we concentrate first to this 17 island reclamation. This is the first step. That's why we believe up to 2015, if everything 17 islands on their progress, we talk about another giant seawall. But we have to move this from the west side to the east side. And that's why we provide a 3 island, each island 500 hectares in the eastern side. We call it Marunda Trenching. They also will make a new Tanjung Priok port. They hope the depth is minus 18 meters. The new Tanjung Priok port. So we want to move all the industrial zone to these 3 islands. Also, one island become utility, like for a power plant. Because in the west side, also have a 2 power plant. They need to supply. So if you do the first concept, put the giant seawall, and only open to the sea, the eastern side, we could not make this. That's why I asked our planning board, maybe with the Netherlands, to study more detail about the social impact when we do this. And that's why I believe after 2015, we will more serious detail about this giant seawall. But the first is we want to accomplish the 7 people. Island first. Yeah.
I understand, because I think you have to do first steps and not start with the giant seawall and then solve new problems.
Yeah, because now in this 2 years problem is what we hope we could learn from Rotterdam is our normalization of the oil rivers and the border first. Most of the river and border is occupied by the illegal housing. That's why we provide them a new complex. In this next month, we just start building 18 blocks. Each block is 100 units. Now it's on the progress. We use GSR and also the, how to say it, this is many in Jakarta law, when you develop an apartment or an office building, you have to provide us 20% of your commercial project to become a lower cost apartment. Until when we get in this office, many of the property company, they never deliver to us. So when we calculate about this responsibility they have to do, they have to give to us 685 towers. that means 68,500 units. If one unit is 34 meters square meter. But the problem is most of the businessmen have already changed the company. They never fear they have to pay to us. Now we still make a letter to them. Most of the big one, 12 the big one, they deliver to us. 16 towers. And the small one, they gather to the organization, the Estate Indonesia organization. They develop the 2 towers. And now we keep going, but we have to provide the land for them. That's why the eastern side, when we want to provide the 3 economic zone island, we have plotting 400 hectare area for lower cost apartment. So our planning in these 2 years, we want to move all the riverbank illegal housing to this new resettlement. And we will also provide them a job, because this is a specialist kawasan bonded zone area. Now we already have a bonded zone. We have a small share in this company, but all of this is central government share in this company. They already has 34,000 employees. Now they want to extend 170 hectares again. They could absorb more than 30,000 more. And that's why we want to move the people here, so we could accomplish all the normalization of the river and this border. So we start from the northern side first. That's why our first project is Waduk Pluit. Many river like Pasar Ikan, and we also have many pumping. We hope to get this grant from a Japan company, Japan government, and also from the central government. Yeah, I think you have to visit this Waduk Pluit. Before the left side is occupied more than 2,000. 1,000. Now the problem is they have usually have to pay them 3 million per meter square to pay them the housing. I said no, we could not pay you. If you don't have a house, you please just go to our lower cost apartment and make this apartment fully furnished. Gas cooker, freezer, TV, dinner table, spring bed, and provide them. $600 1 unit. We will provide this. I use a GS card. Many companies have us. So we moved them. So I could easily to differentiate which one need the house, which one is a player to get the money. So we will pay them, they move another place. We want to make this become also a place for a water treatment plant in this. But it was 88. Then to make this deep in the center 10 meters. They will also want to give a permit to this fish industry to reclamation, and also there's a real estate from the sea and the Mutiara. Extend to make them become a cross-border system, to become our coast defense before our giant war. So we give them the permit, but they have to do by themselves. So this is the public-private partnership. We hope we have it. If we use our budgeting is very difficult talking about budgets. Sometimes the parliament, have a tender meeting. So I think it's better we use private sector. So we hope our capital, our bargaining is when we give them a permission to reclamation 17 islands, 14 islands exactly. 3 islands is our island for industrial zone. But this 14 island also, 4 islands is also our local enterprise, provincial enterprise. This year, we hope we could give our company, this local enterprise, a capital, equity, more equity, 1 trillion rupiah. 1 trillion is 10 million, almost, yeah. 10 million US dollar to the trillion. Yeah, 10 million. 10 million. No, 100 million. 100 million, yeah, 100 million US dollar. So this our planning. We want to acquisition the Palija from the Suez International for the freshwater supply for the west side of the trillion. So we could combine. Another side we want to give over the supply the coverage area more than 98% in 2050. Yes. I don't know if which people, and Christian or not. What's our
You
plan?
gave a good insight on your planning and your development.
In these 2 years.
In these 2 years, and this morning there was a wrap-up, as I told before, about the NCA-ICT project, and how do you manage with that there in September will be a kind of decision-making over coastal defense? Will that only the first phase decision-making?
Jakarta Coastal Defense Strategy project, which was before the NCICD, before this current project, was that there was 3 phases. So one is the first phase is the dike where now is the wall, just near Pluit. And then the second phase is the phase after the islands, after the 70 islands. And then the third phase is what some people call the giant sea wall.
Yeah.
And the question is if this is the right strategy, or do you change the strategy, or do you want to change the strategy?
We don't change strategy. I think what we have, we still commit, we still believe this strategy is the best. This is very industrial. We have to make more study about this. There is one we talk about this people say the NC or Jakarta cost. So the central government changed. Why just the name they changed the name, but not the program. Just the name because we.
With regard to the financing of the general, of the public infrastructure, like the dike, probably the roads, but also water supply for the islands, sanitary provisions for the islands, will they all be doing it by themselves? Or is this something with the funds of the developers you can do in one go, integrate the infrastructure instead of doing it one by one?
Just for them to make the reclamation. They want to do it one by one. We said no. We have to do it the whole system, the whole Jakarta. When you got the money from this reclamation of this island, you have to solve our problem, the coastal problem. They just want to pay us 5% of the island become our asset. We said no. We will talk about to solve this total cost problem. We have treated them. If you don't want to follow us, I will take care of all of the island. I will do it by myself. We have done with the same company.
Yeah.
I know how much it costs for reclamation 1 meter square.
200
Not more than 600 US dollar per meter square. Already ready for selling. You could sell, in the place near the beach, now 45 million per meter square they sell. 45 million is 45,000 US dollar per meter square.
5,000.
Why very expensive the land? That's why people get angry with me. What to put it?
Yeah.
Some businessmen occupy 22,000 meters square. Nowadays, he sue us to have to pay them. Have to pay them just 20 million. How much? Have to pay them
Around
12 million US dollar.
1 million euro.
Yeah, 1 million. Yeah.
1
There you
million.
go. So how come you occupy our land? I have to pay you. It was very expensive for them. He couldn't bribe everybody to win the case. And this is not a problem. But we're happy to face many problems. So
You will solve them.
yeah, so we have how to say it? We have a spirit to do this. If no problem, you become sleepy, you know. No problem. It's good for us.
Sometimes you have a wake-up call with a lot of water in Jakarta.
Because we are working with you, with Jakarta, with the national government. Our experts are working together. We're looking even to include also public service experts, so from Rotterdam, but also from our ministry in this stream. But naturally, indeed, it is a Jakarta process with all the challenges and with all the political play behind the screens, and indeed also the private parties which play a big role. As the Secretary General said, as you are repeating, basically speaking, you have to look at this in an integrated way and make sure that the infrastructure is done in one go and not one by one. So we are very pleased to hear that, because we heard different sounds sometimes from different people involved.
Yeah, because we already have an experience of what property management, like our road in our many complex. Like one area is owned by maybe 3 big property companies. And we always give them a permission for one company. They will have to widen the road to make expansion of the road. But the other don't want to do the same. So what happened to the road when they expand the road? Become a street vendors occupied. That's the problem. And now we change. When we talk about this, we talk together. We don't want to talk together, no problem. We want to give to you. Yeah, but it's a big company.
Yeah.
Very powerful. Yeah. Just make a ridiculous. Maybe you can make a video here. even our PEP number for governor could owned by for the company. You could imagine how powerful the company
Is already owning that land.
Yeah, but even the police, the head of police, headquarters, changed our plate number just because the private sector want our number and could imagine it. It's just making joke like that. Yeah, but we try. But the important is our message is we want to do it together. That's why we need to have cooperation to give us advice how to do this. And I think our planning board have already get involved.
Oh, yes. There's some staff experts on site, on our side, also are involved in the process. But I think your explanation, what your view is, how it can financially be arranged, what is the phases you needed and you want to do, and when combining this insight from FIDA, your staff, in combination with our experts, I think it can be very helpful to manage the expectations and to manage the financial solution, but also to stay on and focus on the integrated process. So I think it's very helpful to have this short debate and explanation on the ongoing views on the project. Perhaps the cooperation between Jakarta and Rotterdam.
I also wonder what makes feeling so good. We are so-called sister cities since 1986. And that makes the cooperation we have the past years and the future years make it very warm feeling. So it's good to be here. It's very good to be in the delegation of Mr. Sule Rietstra to talk about the project and to give advice to the project how to deal with the project. And I think we can make good steps this morning we spoke to Mr. Rudy Sian of Public Works. Yeah. It was a good discussion about how important maintenance is for the project. So if you start a project, you always have to think about what will it cost to be to have it good in the future. And we had an interesting discussion about it. We can share experience. We did it last week, but we can share experience in the project, but also to the center of the Praga. Experienced students to profit from our knowledge. And we are also a city, Delta City, and we are also both in the Connecting Delta City project. And Mr. Abertale will come here in September. And he's very interested in the project. And when I meet him, he always asks me how's it going in Jakarta. So he looks forward to come and to discuss further on the cooperation between the two cities.
I think Mr. Governor already heard from the first visit. The mayor of Rotterdam want to visit here. I think
It's good to speak.
could speak Arabic. Yeah, Mr. Governor could speak Arabic.
But it's good to speak about maintenance. I think I think we have a lot of knowledge about it. And we can share that knowledge. And we can learn from both sides.
Jadi seperti cerita kemarin kita yang kemarin kita lihat, jadi nanti 110 yang habis dari Bangda 33% itu dulu, nanti di tahun 2014 lanjut lagi dengan di backup ulang itu. Intinya ke depan itu kita ada kelemahannya kalau dari itu mau izin Bapak kemarin akan dimatikan oleh karena izin dari belakang yang tadi belum dapat. Jadi intinya semua sekarang yang namanya program Multius ini kan program nggak setahun ya, kayak di daerah kemarin dari 5 dari dulu kan 5 jadi 2 tahun. Nah, ini kan harus kalau belakang itu berbeda oleh Menkyu dimatikan. Tapi kita juga programnya tetap oleh atas dari Bapeda tetap jalankan yang kan kuotanya 33 sama 67%. Jadi kita tetap Pemda memberikan 33%.
33% dari total nilai proyek
Per untuk yang tahun ini. Nanti tahun depan skema strat untuk Multius akan dikunci.
Selain 100% semua. Terus yang sisanya penunggu itu dari mana Pak?
Mungkin
Pusat.
yang
Dari pusat. Dari APBN berarti.
Ya.
Dari APBN berarti.
Yeah, I understand it. I think it's good when it goes to the DPI if we see the importance of speaking about maintenance at the beginning of the project. And it's always difficult, and it's in Rotterdam also difficult. You can save a lot of money in the future if you speak about it in the beginning. So we can
Further on with the staff of DK, what will be the further cooperation on this topic between Rotterdam and Jakarta.
Perwakilan dari Rotterdam tadi mengingatkan akan pentingnya sudah mulai dibicarakan mengenai program pemeliharaan maintenance untuk agar supaya kedepannya bisa dilakukan savings dalam hal biaya tentunya. Beliau akan ada di sini sampai minggu depan untuk berbicara dengan tim dari DKI.
For all planning.
Baik Bapak, terima kasih banyak. Jadi barangkali pengamatan saya tadi sudah disampaikan oleh Bapak Wakil Gubernur bahwa tidak ada kebijakan perubahan terhadap pembangunan Giant Seawall, sehingga untuk komitmen itu kami sudah mencantumkan Giant Seawall itu di dalam RT/RW kita, rencana pembangunan rencana tata ruang wilayah 2030 ya. Itu sudah di state di RT/RW bahwa pembangunan Giant Seawall itu ada. Kemudian juga terkait dengan tadi MOU yang disampaikan oleh delegasi dari Belanda, kita memang artinya ingin mendapatkan suatu pengalaman bagaimana tadi pemeliharaan dan juga bagaimana dengan pengelolaan polder. Jadi manajemen pengelolaan polder yang sekarang kita lakukan itu sifatnya masih tersentralisasi kepada pemerintah. Jadi bagaimana kita membuat pemberdayaan masyarakat di dalam pengelolaan polder seperti yang dilakukan di negeri Belanda. Barangkali itu Pak yang bisa kita gali dari pemerintah Belanda, bagaimana pengalaman pengelolaan polder yang memang sistem polder itu banyak sekali di Jakarta. Terima kasih.
He stated that there will be no changes on the program, on the project. The Giant Seawall is already on the zoning plan for 2030. He is more interested to have more knowledge on the maintenance as well as on management of polder, especially community-driven polder management.
You can make points.
If I may, you have already been working on the maintenance and operation together with DKI PU. For your information, Mr. Vice Governor, we have quite close relations with Babada and DKI PU. So we know the people there, Guyani, Rudisian, also Fatawfit from the environmental department, which is also an important part, naturally, if you want to do it sustainably. So we are in contact with them, also with the national government, and we hope to be able to help you with your vision. And I think you have a vision that's very much according to our vision, to help you in this process.
May I ask one question about we've talked a lot about and the clear vision about what you want to do till 2050. The Netherlands is involved in different ways in the process till 2050. What do you see for opportunities for cooperation and partnership between Indonesia, Jakarta and the Netherlands after 2050, and perhaps the possibility for private companies in the process even after, before or after 2050?
Terima kasih Ibu Bapak Wakil Gubernur, mungkin terkait dengan pertanyaan Pak Sekretaris Jenderal apa yang akan dilakukan setelah 2015 ya Pak. Ini kan memang masih dalam lingkup kerjasama Sister City Rotterdam itu kan memang sudah ada Pak, sudah tahun sampai kesehatan. Nah, sampai selama-lamanya Pak. Iya, kan itu akan dievaluasi terus. Baru ada penandatangan kemarin yang diperbarui Pak, Juli 2012 itu. Nah, mungkin untuk langkah awal ya akan disampaikan oleh rekan-rekan Pak untuk yang mengenai manajemen untuk polder ya, manajemen polder, karena bagaimanapun apa yang kita private sektor sudah involved. Ya, kalau ya. Ya kita harapkan sebetulnya setelah 2015 itu dari sisi swastanya Belanda pun harus masuk ke Jakarta. Karena kan juga swastada ya, produk-produk di sana itu penting. Jadi hubungan kita itu tetap bukan cuma sebagai sister city saja. Tapi gimana pengalaman itu bisa masuk bisnis di sini.
So Basically, there has been a sister city cooperation since 1968 or 1986. The gentleman is saying that he's much more interested to hear more, also to learn more on polder management. The Vice Governor mentioned that perhaps the Dutch private sector should be involved in Jakarta for this polder management.
For receiving us, thank you for your inspiration and your clear view of what you want to do in Jakarta, what you can do to assist you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, and we're very glad to know you already have a good relation with Bapeda and Public Works. So this sister city, we really hope this will be successful and not until 2050. We have a long history. Even my father spoke with the Holland now in Blitung for tin mine. That's what
You have a long history.
here we go. Family. Now, I don't know. Hopefully, cross together. Yeah, we have Dr. Governor could visit Rotterdam. Visit to see. Sometimes techniques go, but I really don't understand.
I met a lot of civil engineers and some are educated
But it's very long stay in Netherlands. How many years? 11 years.
Masih kurang.
Itu bagus.
Kita hati.
Kalau di itu pulau banyak orang Belanda yang lahir di sana, pulang Belanda, bapaknya kan dari Belanda. Kembali jalan-jalan dia. Karena sekarang adik saya yang jadi bupati. Saya pernah stop bayar. Stop bayar. Ya, stop bayar bandaranya saja.
Makasih ya Pak. Terima kasih Pak.
Terima kasih. Indonesia even tidak do anything, the crowd is still 5%. That's we always make it up. Even we sleep, so we still got it. Many people said that China is I said to them what was happening because they already dig the Netherlands, the natural resources, more than 100 acres. Indonesia only talking of 1 acre, including the sea. That's why we need from friendly country to help us. That's very important. It's good. There's natural resources, there's the goods, people, Malaysia, dan nobody wants to go to war again. That's what but we now are better than ourselves. Okay.